I'm taking care of everyone else. I'm driving him to get the resumes. No, I'm taking you to McDonald's, okay? We're gonna get you a job.
You're 31?
Put it on God, you're 31.
Put it on God. Put it on God, you're 31. You're 31 years old?
Why are you saying it like that?
All right, we're gonna start with the very first question. Being a niche creator is better than being a variety creator.
Wait, this is disagree, right?
That is disagree. That is agree.
This is disagree over here?
That's disagree, strongly disagree.
I kind of want to go over there. I kind of want to go over there for some reason. I don't know why. I want to go over there.
I chose disagree because I think it's good to have a niche. I think that's really important to know what you're known for. But if you put yourself in a box to only that niche, you're only going to reach people in that box. So it's better to have both, the best of both worlds.
I agree with that. I think that having a niche is good because like you have an audience that enjoys that niche. They love that. They know what to expect. Like having an audience that knows what to expect. But as the years go on, trends change. You never know like people are gonna be wanting to watch. And I think it's good to build a variety audience that will watch you for you rather than that niche that you are showing people. So yeah.
I am here because I feel like it depends on the creator because for example, I think that being like a VTuber can be in a box because then you're limiting to yourself to virtual things, but it is also like a niche that a lot of people are comfortable with and a lot of things that they really like. I always say expand because there's so much out there and there's so many creators. Just find what you love to do. There's so many options. You don't have to hold yourself to any. So that's why I'm here.
Listen, I'm here because I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're like NBA players. As streamers, we're like NBA players. We need to adapt to the new ages. You know what I'm saying? What was I on about with that point? I was on to something.
I was like, yo, okay.
You know what I mean? You were following me though, right? You were following me, right? Yeah, no, you were following me. But we need to adapt to new things. I feel like niche, you're kind of putting yourself, of course, like they said, you're like in a box, but like you need to be in like a, you know what I'm saying? You need to be out there. You need to be a jack of all trades to make it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this day and age, there's people that are good at doing this, that, and the third. So why not be better at all of them?
Period.
Honestly, I just get pretty bored of doing the same thing every day. So if I had like had a specific niche, I just think I would just hate streaming. So yeah, that's kind of it really.
Yo, juicy. I regret sharing my personal life online.
This is disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Wait, I'm thinking.
That's neutral.
Oh, hell no. You crazy? I'm happy. That's the whole point. That's what I'm saying.
I don't regret sharing my personal life, but I definitely would have kept some things a little bit more private. I think when you put things out there on the internet, people like to ruin it.
I mean, I've been on the internet for over 10 years now, and I've learned that I think a lot of my community really enjoys watching me and being a part of it because I've been so overly open about my life. So I mean, they've been there when my dad passed away through like past relationships and stuff. So I think that openness drew people in, which got me to where I am today. So
I also agree. I started in Valorant, and so it was just like you've surface level me and low key me at my worst mental state possible all the time. And so I started vlogging because I was like, oh, I want to document my life. I want to share what it's like being a streamer and in college at the time. And I do agree that I do regret sharing things at times. And there are like pros and cons as to like what you can and can't share and then how people perceive it. But I always think it's worth it because that's what makes content fun at the end of the day.
I personally don't have a plan B, so this is like everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So why not put everything out there? And I feel like as a creator, it's pretty good. Someone that used to be a viewer, I used to really like when a streamer was like genuine and not just like, you know, because this day and age, there's a lot of fake. So oh my God, Jesus! As a viewer, I really connect with somebody that's genuine. So I'm trying to be that type of streamer. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that puts everything out there. And yeah, I think that I've done pretty well doing that.
Nah, like when I was a viewer, I remember I used to like love living through my streamers. So, you know, as a streamer, I like to have my viewers live through me. So I tell them everything. Like yesterday, I was handcuffed to a girl and I had to go use the bathroom. So they had to sit there and watch me through that. So that's just how life is as a streamer. You got to pour out your heart. And that's just how it is. And that's really how I live streaming. So
You shouldn't be a creator before 18. You should not. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Do you strongly agree? Do you strongly disagree? Are you neutral? You should not be a creator before 18. Oh, we're split.
Like I said, I view this like kind of as like you guys might think I'm crazy, but I view it as an MBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't, some people spawn in and think they could be a streamer. It's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously with maybe parental supervision or something like that. But I mean, I started streaming when I was very young, you know what I'm saying? Being a YouTuber, everyone had dreams to be a YouTuber. I think a lot of people did as well. So why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Of course, not too young, like at the age of 9 or something, you know, but I genuinely think, yeah, I mean, before 18 is fine, to be honest.
I'm pretty neutral. I think it's so dependent on the type of content and how involved with the parents and what platform, you know, because I can imagine like unboxing toys. Like, isn't there like a YouTube channel where, yeah, I think that's there. It seems pretty harmless, age appropriate, and supervised. So I think it really depends on the situation. The internet lasts forever, and what if you're under 18 and you say and do some crazy stuff that's going to be on your record forever?
I chose neutral because it's the same thing as Ray. Digital footprint is scary. And then I was also thinking from a female perspective, would I want my daughter to hear the types of things that I have to read? Absolutely not, especially if she's so young.
Yeah, honestly, I may have been kind of swayed more to this one. But if I'm going to stick on this one, I think a lot of it comes down to, I feel like when I was like 15, 16, I was pretty sensitive to most things. So I just think like, I don't know, I think I probably would have, I don't know, you can get probably like borderline bullied or whatever, you know? So I think that would probably affected my self-esteem and then could have just messed me up a little bit. So more like that side. I know, bro. I'm a sensitive soul. What can I say, you know?
I know a lot of people that started really young, and it's similar in other entertainment industries like K-pop, where they sacrifice all of their childhood and all those things for whatever they're doing, and they're obviously happy with what they're doing. But it's like when really young people are making content like the kid-friendly things that Ray was talking about, I kind of view that as like the child and the parent being the content creator. The reason I'm all the way over here is just because like people on the internet are crazy. I'm glad I started later because I knew all the things about safety and then also like why people project the negative things that they do. And it really can shape the way that you perceive yourself and how you treat other people. Obviously, like there are special cases with like supervision and things like that, but I think that even being a role model to other people that watch you is something that you have to develop when you're younger.
I feel like a product, not a person.
Dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No. But no, I just genuinely feel like a person just doing their job, and I try not to view it as like a product thing, because then that's when I think I lose it, because it's like I'm starting to see it as, you know, oh, I have to do these things, or instead of wanting to do these things. You know what I'm saying?
There's been like some sponsorships I've done where I've definitely felt like a product because it is what it is. But yeah, not really. I just kind of I enjoy what I do. So it's not like, I don't know, not that you guys don't enjoy what you do, just to clarify.
I think it's really interesting how all the girls came to this side and all the guys went to that side. And I feel like that points to the different pros and cons that each of us experience. The first thing that people notice with a female streamer is the way that they look. It's not about their personality or how funny they are. It's the first thing that they look at. It's the aesthetics. For example, when my announcement video came out, a lot of people were pointing out just the way that I looked instead of the type of content that I do. And then I think that's where it feels like, oh, do you even see me as a person, or do you just see me as something on your screen?
When I chose this slightly agree section, I was thinking of it from more of like a brand. No matter what, streamers were a product. Like when you go to companies and sponsors and stuff, like when they hire you for things, like you are the brand that they're choosing to work with and stuff. So I was viewing it from that point, and then I realized when all the girls were over here, I was like, oh yeah, it does remind me of how like when you're streaming, like chats like do something, they poke you with a stick, like do something, streamer, do something. I don't care how you feel, you ugly stupid girl, do something, make me laugh. So yeah, I do think that sometimes the way we're spoken to is a bit desensitized because we are just on a screen to a lot of people. So yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. I agree with what they both said. I think there's a point of being like objectified as a woman, and it's harder for them to look past just your outside appearance. And I also agree with like the brand thing, because there's a lot of the times when companies reach out to you and they want to work with you, but they want you to do exactly what they want instead of like, oh, do you have any input, or like, are you okay with this, or does this even fit with you, honestly? Yeah.
It's okay to copy other creators. It's okay to copy other creators. Strongly agree, and neutral.
I do think it depends on the context. I think that there is transformative content. You can like take something and like make it your own piece of content. You can react to things and like add to things. I do think that there is a beauty in being inspired by other creators and changing it up in your own way or making it your own. Like there's nothing wrong with being inspired. Pretty much everything in the world is because of previous ideas and acts and stuff. So I think it's just matter of doing it respectfully. Like you can't just straight up steal. You know, you can't just claim something as your own, you know, say where you got the inspiration from and stuff, and credit creators and things. So pretty neutral about it.
I think the funny thing about the internet is that like everything you think you've created already, it has already probably been done. So I don't think there's nothing necessarily wrong with quote unquote copying other people. But like Ray said, you can't copy it to a T. You got to put your own spin on it. Otherwise, that's just plagiarism.
I'm gonna sound like a nerd right now, but I read a book that was just talking about how creative ideas, everyone's thinking about whatever you already thought about, and if anything, they've already done it before. That doesn't necessarily mean like it's their idea. So like it's like a form of inspiration. Like there's a lot of times where I come up with something and I just can't do it, and then somebody else does it, and I'm like, okay, period. Or I see something and I'm like, oh my God, I really want to do that. I feel like I could do this and this and this to make it better or expand it. I think you can really tell when someone's like copying someone versus taking inspiration. And I always think that because the space is so saturated, just do it. Why not? As long as you have the right intentions behind it.
I think I was thinking about a very surface level. Yeah, apparently I think that's why I ran over here. But I'm gonna still defend it. If you think of an idea, like you said, someone has done already, I feel like every streamer is different. You know what I'm saying? Even if you try to like copy something to a T, it's, you know, or not copy something to a T, it's gonna be copied regardless.
I would still create even if no one was watching.
This might be kind of trauma dumping, but I don't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better at anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of gotta make it. If not, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like regardless if you're at 0 to 100 to 1,000 to 10,000, you should be acting the same, or obviously not acting the same, but you should be creating and putting the same energy as you should every other day. You get what I'm trying to say?
I think there's a bit of delusion that comes with being a content creator. Like you kind of have to be like, I'm going to make it. Like I think subconsciously when I started, I was like, oh, I'm going to make it. I know I'm going to make it. I know I can do what I want to do because I have the work ethic for it and I know what I'm capable of doing. So I feel like every creator has that in one way or another. Another part of it is just like that the whole reason why I started is because I was just doing it for fun, and I've always just been a really creative person. So I think it fulfills me a lot.
I'm neutral because I think it's been 10 years. So if I was
Wow.
I was going to say I could retire at this point. Yes, no, I could.
Yeah, she's so rich,
and
she could
I think,
retire, bro.
but then it's like maybe I'd be here because I would still be like creating. I'd still be creating entertainment through Hi Studios. Like I'd still be doing other forms of content other than streaming. So I guess I was here because I was thinking about streaming. but I still would be creating things. So it's like, maybe I'm like here instead. We got to work on your plan B just in case, you know? Yeah, no, we gotta figure out a plan B for you because it's not looking too good at this point, buddy.
I think I would still create content if even if there was one, but I probably wouldn't do streaming. Like I don't really want to, I probably wouldn't sit for like 7-8 hours of my day. Just for like one, I'd probably like do what Anita said, like probably do like more like vlogs and kind of create it more for myself than anything else. So I think I would still make content, but it would be for a different reason, more like kind of like a memory bank for me than like looking at it like I'm trying to do a job from this kind of thing, you know?
I think I'm in a more different situation than like someone like Valkyrie. Like if I go to one viewer right now, everything's over. Like I can't pay rent. I'm done. I'm out on the street. I gotta go back home. I just moved out to LA. So if I go to one viewer right now, I gotta get a job. I gotta hit McDonald's up or something, bro. I gotta do something to make it, bro. But oh God. No, you said
they got on video. That's Yugi's plan B.
No,
right,
I'm taking care of everyone else. I'm driving him to get the resumes. No, I'm taking you to McDonald's, okay? We're gonna get you a job.
I've outgrown my audience. You strongly agree, slightly disagree? Are there...
I think a lot when it comes to streaming, or at least streaming very, very early, is growing with the community. I think that brings in a lot of like coziness or like a lot of genuinism. Is that even a word? I don't think that's a word, but it's like you kind of grow with them. Of course, there's some people that kind of find another streamer more entertaining, but I think when it comes to outgrowing, you have to be in it for years. Like years. Like wow. I'm talking about years. No.
Why do you keep looking at her? Why do you always look at her crazy? Bro, she's done this for years too.
No, I've done.
Evan's like 28.
Damn! Oh my God! You're 31.
Put it on God, you're 31.
Put it on God. Put it on God. You're 31. You're 31 years old.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, he definitely outgrew his. I'm not playing. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being 31, like I said. But like I said, I'm very, I'm 22. I'm 22, so I'm very like early on. I'm very early on, so I guess I can't necessarily outgrow. But I think there will be a point where I guess like people outgrow out of me. As of right now, no, I don't think. I think I've grown with my community instead of outgrowing, if that makes sense.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like I feel like if they're still with me at this point, then they came for me. So there's not really a sense of like outgrowing them and feeling like I don't need them anymore, you know? Like they're part of my journey, and I would like to keep everybody who is from the start with my journey as I grow.
It's been a long time. Been doing this for 10 years. I've recently checked my demographics, and I can literally see how it's changed over the years. And right now, like 50% of my audience is ages 25 to 35, which is literally growing with me. And there's a lot of people that I recognize from 10 years ago when I first started streaming. And then I have people come in 5 years later that are like, I haven't been here because I was in the military or I was in school and I just wanted to pop in and see how it was going. So it's really cool seeing people come back throughout the years. But I do think that my audience is growing with me. But I also do see like there's like newer audiences. Like, for example, when I collab with you guys, I see like the youngins come in. They're like, oh my God, they're like, go auntie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm auntie now. I'm auntie of this generation. But it's really cool being able to like be like a role model for like the younger generation and stuff. So yeah.
When I first started streaming, and like the type of people that would come in is still the same type of people that would come in now, even if they're new to the community. So I feel like nothing has really changed, but in a good way. And it's the same thing where people like go to school and they come back, or things are going on in life, especially the progression of everyone being at home because of COVID. And then they're like, hey, I am going outside and I have a job now, but I'm here again. Or seeing like your achievements and them coming back and be like, oh my God, this is crazy. I feel like streamers have a really tight knit community. And it goes for a really, really long time.
I don't know if you really outgrow somebody. Like I was watching Valkyrie when I was like 16, and now I'm like 22. Yeah, I mean, you know of people like yeah. So you watch people all the way back then, and you could just watch them today too. So
I don't really have much to add to it, really. Like I think you kind of grow with your audience. I think a lot of it is also down to just your evolution of content that kind of comes with it, and then kind of just going with the times. If you kind of get stuck in one thing, I guess you can outgrow your audience, maybe because they're moving on to something else and you're kind of stuck in like the older kind of trend, I guess. So maybe like that side of it. But yeah, no, I think you can always just grow with your audience. And I feel like I have done. So yeah.
Thanks, everybody. That was amazing. Thank you.